Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be going over our Week 4 battle against Jechnician, who is the head coach of the New Brunswick Ninetales. So, a little bit different thing that we have going on, as you notice, layout change, and you don't see me here, you just hear my beautiful voice. So, the only thing different, the issue here with this is that, unfortunately, I had a little bit of tech issues throughout the week. Everything was gone. Everything is gone. So the battle, my original battle with Jek is gone. So I have to use his side to do post commentary on, which is what we're doing now. So Jechnician, if you're watching this, shouts out to you, my dude. Thank you so much for coming in and helping me out with this. And Stone, thank you for being understanding. But that being said, let's go ahead and I'm going to make a cut right here while I set up the rest of the video so we can go ahead and go over what happened, and you guys get to see hear my opinions on it. So we're going to make a cut right here. Okay, so we're starting with the flashing trainer cards, Temper versus Julian, and let's see. So I remember here, I remember going over the strategies. I wasn't too sure who was going to start off with, so I figured Garurumon was going to be a good start. I figured he was going to either start with the Bronzong or another Pokemon. I can't remember at the top of my head at the time, but definitely the Dusknoir threw me off just a small little bit. I could have gone for the Crunch, but I was afraid of the Will-O-Wisp, to be honest with you. So I went ahead and I switched out. I do remember that I switched out. So we might end up fast forwarding just a wee little bit here, so that way we can make the battle go up a little bit, faster. Okay, so we sent out Alduin to Charizard, and I remember that Charizard did get confused. And if I remember correctly, Charizard got hit by the confusion once. So we're going to end up fast forwarding here so we can... yeah, we're going to end up fast forwarding here. Of course, this is all... Well, I guess... Yeah, we might end up fast forwarding here just because, or fast forwarding in general, to the mons that he brings out. Of course, if you guys want to see the complete Jek side of things, you can definitely check him out on the channel. His links are going to be in the description below, of course, so no worries there. And I was right, so Charizard did hit itself with its confusion. And this is where I believe I was trying to go for the Will-O-Wisp for the Snorlax to try to bring its attack down a bit. Because I know Snorlax can hit and can take. Yeah, so... Oh, in advance, guys, if you hear the fan, forgive it. It's hot. It's Florida. It be hot. So I managed to pull off the burn here. Inevitable gets burned. He uses the Body Slam. And for it being burned, it still does a lot of damage, actually. Still does a pretty good amount of damage. So he, of course, he uses Rest so he can get rid of the burn. So this is a Rest Talk set. It's a good set to have on a Snorlax. So I use Air Slash. He uses Rest. He rests up. And he recovers his health. Alright, so we go for a Flamethrower, and that's not going to do much at all. That did nothing. Snorlax ate that up like nothing. Now he uses Sleep Talk, and this is where that Body Slam is going to hurt a lot. Like, a lot. Look at that HP go down. Holy crap. So he goes for another attack here. I believe I get a couple of flinches off. Yep, there you go. So he flinches once. He rests again because he knows that this turn is over to go to sleep and whatnot. So he wakes up and he goes back to sleep. Oh, he flinches. He ends up going back to sleep though, guys. Alright, so almost in the red. That sucks. That sucks. Not on Jek's part. Of course, it works out in his favor. It just sucks that, you know, Charizard has to go down to the Snorlax after all that work that Air Slash has been putting in, almost getting it to the red, just to have it go back up. That's unfortunate for Charizard. It does a lot of damage, though. And I think Snorlax is a special, or kind of like a mixed wall. Yeah, he uses Body Slam again, and this is where the Charizard goes down. Yeah. So, RIP Alduin. Charizard goes down. Miami Dragonites lose one Pokemon. And this is where it's communicating. Again, we might fast forward if Jek, no offense Jek if you're watching, if Jek takes a little bit too long for the decision. Again, I'm just in a little bit of a time crunch with the recording. So, Dragonites send out Balto. Inevitable is still asleep. Yeah, so we are going to fast forward here, communicating. Alright, so Balto uses close combat. Oh my goodness, almost takes out that Snorlax. I'm watching the battle, I'm reliving everything, and it's kind of stressful. So he uses Sleep Talk again, and I believe it still uses Body Slam. It still does a lot of damage. Jesus. So this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is where Snorlax goes down. Because obviously Lycanroc is faster than the Snorlax. And it has close combat too. And it has, well, yeah, and it has Accelerock. So that's priority right there. Alright, so Snorlax goes down. And this is where he comes out with, let's see who he comes out with. I don't want to fast forward too much in case I miss it, because some of these computers be, you know, taking too long. Not really taking too long, I don't know what I'm saying. They be skipping too far. Alright, so Balto now faces AC/DC the Bronzong. So I believe this is where we use Crunch. Of course, he ends up using Trick Room. We had something up our sleeves for that. Yeah, he used Crunch. I know that if we did Crunch again, we could take it out. His defense fell on top of that. And he used Trick Room. So the only thing at that point, at this moment, to be able to outspeed the Bronzong would be to just use Priority all over the place. The thing is that Gyro Ball isn't going to be as strong now that he's faster, because it depends on how slow you are. So, even though it still kills the Lycanroc, obviously. Steel versus Rock, it's not a favorable matchup. Either way. And this is where we counter the Trick Room. This is where we counter the Trick Room. So, we send out the Whimsicott against the Bronzong, and he uses the Stealth Rocks to get that chip damage in. As Fus likes to say, chip damage is good damage. And of course, we use Trick Room, so we can go ahead and normalize everything. I don't know if Jek was expecting that. Not a lot of people use Trick Room from what I've seen so far, not just in the league but in general. So this is where we just try to whittle it down. Oh my goodness, it lived on 2 HP. Oh my god. So use Reflect. Now later on, that Reflect is going to be huge for Jek. That Reflect is going to be huge. I completely forgot that Reflect was up by the Bronzong. So it lived on 2. Whimsicott takes it out. And this is where things start to go. If I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, it starts to take a small little turn here. Yeah, this is where he starts to go awry for the Dragonites. Me. So, yeah, he brings this thing out. The Intimidate is because Whimsicott, I made it into a special attacker, so it's okay. But, of course, naturally, he's going to Dynamax this thing, and he's going to use a Fire Fang. So, I don't know. I guess in the heat of the battle, I forgot. Ooh, a beast ball. I forgot that the reflect was up. So definitely the reflect helped him out a lot. It helped him out a lot. Alright, so max flare, fluff is gone. It's super effective. And the sunlight turns harsh. Okay, so fluff is gone. RIP. This is where we send out the Pheromosa. Now, we're faster than this thing. We normally do hit harder than that, than the Arcanine. I know that for a fact. The thing is that I forgot, like I said, that this thing had the reflect up. I sent out the Pheromosa and I Dynamaxed it thinking that I can have it, you know, I can do Drill Run and or Max Quake, I think it was, in order for it to do some serious damage. But I'm wondering, whoa, this thing is beefy. I remember saying that this thing was beefy, and I'm wondering how, because I know that if under normal circumstances I normally would be able to OHKO this thing, but the reflect helped a lot. That did hardly anything. I got a special attack, special defense boost, but I mean max flare against this bug, it's not gonna cut it. And of course, Lady Roach goes down. Lady Roach goes down. Alright, so now we have Garurumon. Intrepid Sword is up, so now we're +1. There's nothing else he could do except another max flare. I think this was his last turn. I don't remember. I think we lived at like 3 or 2, but we'll see. It's like staring at the face of death. Literally. So, a Swords Dance. I'm thinking, I remember saying in my video that, you know what, we're going to go ahead and risk it for the biscuit and see what happens here. Max Flare does massive damage. It lives by like 3. Yeah, it lives by like 3. And I forgot that Arcanine can learn extreme speed. This just wasn't my that just wasn't my week. So, of course, priority, you know, takes it out. This is where we send out Kong. Yeah, this is our last Pokemon here, Kong, and know that it looks like, I know that it looks like we can't do much in the face of, in the face of this Arcanine, because yeah. We're down to our last Pokemon, but Kong takes that extreme speed like a champ. Uses Earthquake. The harsh sunlight faded. I'm not gonna lie. I wonder if I wonder why Jek just didn't go for the Fire Fang. Now that I'm looking at his side, excuse me. Now that I'm looking at his side, why he didn't go for the Fire Fang? I think he was probably worried of the Rillaboom outspeeding. Or he just wanted to counter the Grassy Glide, because we do have priority with that too. However, it does go based off of that Pokemon speed, and I know that Arcanine is faster. So his extreme speed would go first. So after that, I hit my mic. So it looks like Jek is taking a little bit to come with a decision as to what to do, because he has a Zekrom that's weak to the ground type, so he sends out the Dusknoir. He sends out the Dusknoir, and he goes for a Will-O-Wisp. Now, let me tell you, we dodged that bullet, because I remember it not hitting. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Swords Dance up. So now we're +2. Will-O-Wisp misses. He misses. And then I think he's going to try to go for another Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, he goes for another Will-O-Wisp. And we had Darkest Lariat on this thing. So that takes the Dusknoir out in one blow. Let me tell you, standing in the face of death, basically, Kong put in a lot of work. Kong put in some work. And this is where he meets his, this is where things start, you know. At first I thought, you know what, Rillaboom might actually clutch this because he took out the Zekrom, and I'm +2. So let's see if, you know, what happens. So I outspeed, of course, Earthquake, and that didn't do as much as I had hoped it did, even at +2. So he goes for the Dragon Claw, and this is where, yo, I'm also watching Jek at the same time because I have to edit this and crop this in. I just watched Jek get out of his chair. Yo, dude, listen, for real, on this battle, not for nothing. This man, he played really well. He definitely did not play as I expected him to. He played really well, and again, kudos to him. Congratulations on your win, my dude. You deserve it. But that is it for me, guys. Next week, hopefully, we'll be back on track with our regular battles and everything. I made sure that all the PC stuff is taken care of. So we'll be back with more battles, visuals, and you'll see me on camera as well. But remember, I didn't say it before. Remember to subscribe to all the coaches, show them some love. Every single one of the coaches will be in the description below. And Jack, if you're watching this again, shouts out to you, my dude. Thank you so much for helping me by sending me your copy of the battle, so I'm able to have something to put up. And Stone, thank you for understanding. That is it for me, guys, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.